You're doomed, you're all doomed. A chilling line from Friday the 13th. Let's dive into the murky waters of Crystal Lake. In the summer of 1980, a movie arrived that would redefine horror cinema. Friday the 13th introduced us to the eerie setting of Crystal Lake, a seemingly tranquil summer camp that harbored unspeakable horrors. The movie's shocking twist ending left viewers on the edge of their seats, their hearts pounding, their minds spinning with questions. Who was the real killer? What would happen next? The suspense was palpable, and it marked the birth of a legendary horror series. This wasn't just a movie. It was a phenomenon, a cultural touchstone that has endured for more than 4 decades. It was an invitation to a new kind of terror, one that would haunt our dreams and chill our spines. The original Friday the 13th movie set the bar high, leaving audiences eager for more. In 1981, audiences were introduced to a new face of terror, Jason Voorhees. The second installment of the iconic Friday the 13th series marked a pivotal turn in the franchise, introducing Jason as the main antagonist. He was no longer a mere backstory, but a fearsome presence, stalking the ill-fated inhabitants of Crystal Lake with his machete. Jason's relentless pursuit of his victims set a chilling tone that would echo through the series. Then, in 1986, the 6th chapter, Jason Lives, veered into new territory. It resurrected Jason in an unforgettable blend of horror and humor, a bold move that resonated with fans and contributed to its status as a fan favorite. This chapter breathed new life into Jason, redefining him as not just a killer, but an undying force of terror, a character that could be killed but never truly defeated. Jason Voorhees, once a victim, now a monstrous villain, carved his way into horror folklore. A 1984 brought us Friday the 13th, the final chapter, an installment that stood out for its intense kills and strong storyline. This chapter of terror, with its visceral scenes and compelling narrative, left an indelible mark on the franchise. It pushed the boundaries of the genre and infused a new level of horror, setting a high bar for the series to follow. Fast forward to 2003, the landscape of horror took a dramatic turn with Freddy vs. Jason. This crossover event was more than a clash of titans. It was a meeting of 2 horror icons that sent ripples across the fandoms of both franchises. The tension, the terror, the thrill of seeing Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees pitted against each other created a spectacle that was both terrifying and exhilarating. The series continued to evolve, bringing together elements of horror that thrilled and terrified audiences in equal measure. From the haunting waters of Crystal Lake to the epic showdown of horror icons, we've journeyed through the spine-chilling saga of the Friday the 13th series. It all began in the year 1980 with the original film that introduced us to the eerie Crystal Lake and left us gasping with its shocking twist. Then came the evolution of Jason in the sequel, transforming him into the main antagonist and setting the tone for the series. The intensity heightened in the final chapter, an installment known for its brutal kills and engaging storyline. And who can forget the adrenaline-pumping crossover, Freddy vs. Jason, that brought together 2 of the horror genre's most iconic characters. The Friday the 13th series has left an undeniable mark on the horror genre, terrifying audiences for decades and proving that every day can be a nightmare, especially if it's Friday the 13th.